Today we're going to walk through how we want you guys to use Housecall Pro. Once you've logged in and opened your app, you're simply going to click on the Schedule tab to the bottom of the screen. Once you're in the Schedule tab, you can see a list of jobs you'll have for the day. You may get additional jobs added on as calls come in, but you can at least get a head start and prepare accordingly for the jobs currently booked on you. Make sure you prepare by clicking into each job and seeing the requested service, as well as any important notes the dispatcher has left for you and possible attachments or photos used to see the job better. And get prepared. Once you're ready to go, make sure to click on your way so the customer knows that they'll see their plumber soon. And then when you arrive, make sure to click Start. Once you're there and have assessed the issue, you'll need to build a proper estimate if necessary. Make sure to edit any line items if needed by clicking Add Services and scrolling through our line items or making a custom one, as well as adding any notes that are important for the office and attaching pictures. Pictures and notes are going to be super important to note the location and see what exactly is going to be done, as well as getting before and after pictures that can be used for marketing purposes. If you won't be doing the work on site that day, you will simply click Send Estimate and send it to both the email and the text message of the customer. However, if you're going to be doing the work the same day, you're going to need to convert this to a job. First, explain the estimate and what needs to be done to the homeowner. Then, just like sending the estimate, you'll click on the Send button, look through it to make sure everything looks correct, and send it to their text message on their phone so that it'll pull up right in front and you can see them click Approve. Make sure they click Approve. Once the homeowner has approved, you can just simply click Copy to Job. Then click Start My Time, and you're good to go ahead and do the work. In cases where the person at the house isn't the homeowner or the deciding party, make sure you get approval from the proper authorities as notated, usually by dispatch. If you can't get a hold of the proper authorities, call dispatch and see if they can get a hold of them. If still no contact has been made, you will simply need to leave an estimate and will not be able to do the work immediately unless it's an emergency situation. Once you've started your job, it's going to be very important to make sure it's on the schedule. Simply click Schedule, and you can drag and point. And you can set start time for that day to whenever you started, as well as set the end time. Then click Save. As long as it's on the schedule next to the estimate, you're going to be all right and dispatch can adjust as needed, as long as we know you're on site and the clock up here is still ticking. Once you've completed the work, scroll down and edit any line items to past tense as necessary, noting that the work has been completed. Then add any necessary notes and take an after photo of all the work you've done by clicking Add and looking at Files. Then, towards the top, you'll see this checklist. You will need to make sure this checklist is complete before completing every single job. Make sure that your work is not leaking at all, and you're sure because you double checked. Make sure we have all of our tools, our meter key, any coats or jackets, etc., and that the job is done and the work area is totally cleaned up. Leave it better off than you found it. And then, the invoice paid or the quote got sent. You will complete this step immediately after this checklist, but just simply click this so the job can be closed. Now, click Finish Job. The job has been marked as complete. In the case of a landlord-tenant situation, you will either need to call the landlord to collect payment or simply send an invoice up here. Invoices work similar to estimates, you'll simply click Next and make sure to send one to the email and one to their phone number, just to make sure they get it and we can get payment in a reasonable time. However, if the customer who owns the home is on site, you can simply collect payment as soon as we have finished by going up here, clicking the Pay button, making sure the total looks correct, clicking Next, and then choosing the mode of payment the customer has selected. If the customer wants to use their card, simply click Credit Card, and you can enter the name and the card number. If you have a working card reader, you can also use that as well, if connected. If you need help connecting this, please reach out to the office and we'll make sure to help you get that taken care of. If they're paying by cash, just click Cash, Paid via cash, confirm, and it will show thank you for your payment. Make sure to give the cash to Carrie or the office manager as soon as possible, towards the end of the day, the next morning, or the next time you're by the shop. This works similar for the check. Again, either give it to Carrie or the office manager as soon as you get the next moment to do so. Congrats, the job has been completed, finished, paid in full, and you're ready to go to your next one. Simply go to your schedule again and repeat the process. This is the proper way we want you to go to each and every one of your jobs. If you have any questions, just ask the office and we'll be sure to help you get everything clarified. We just need to make sure everything's streamlined so that things don't fall through the cracks. If you need help sending an estimate, get in touch with Richard or any of the other office staff.